I am now leaving Costco. I just spent my entire bank account buying all this food, which is I needed to do anyway. Actually, I would have been making this exact same trip even without a pandemic. But yeah, it was kind of really close to where I tend to. I'm not the best person to look to for financial advice. I tend to prepay all of my bills, my rent, and prepaid like months in advance, and then I live pretty close to empty on my bank account day to day, which I think is fine because then I don't overspend. I don't super have to stress because again everything kind of really important is paid for in advance. Once I get a big paycheck, and yeah, and I'll be getting paid in like a week from my job, and I've taken up another bit of contract work, which should net me like $1,000 for about a day's work, which is okay. So yeah, but yeah, it's I don't know. I don't want to say it's crazy because again, like this stuff happens. The COVID-19 is turning out to be a lot more serious than I initially thought it would be several weeks ago, which, we didn't have information then. I mean, there's still a lot of uncertainty. Yeah. Like I said before, we have a big virus or outbreak of some kind every 10 to 15 years. It's pretty normal process. But this is turning out to be a much bigger deal than previous ones, being a bigger deal than swine flu and bird flu, and Ebola and all that kind of stuff. It's still not as deadly as a lot of the other diseases that we fought before, either at home or globally. But it does seem like it's going to be kind of a new Hurricane Katrina, and this just being kind of a once-in-a-generation kind of global crisis. But again, it's rare. Well, it's not rare. It's once in a generation. It's a big deal, but it happens. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say all the stuff I find really cringy where people saying, "Oh, it's really interesting times." Like again, people before us, every generation's had a similar thing. I remember when my parents were young, living in Puyallup, Washington, and one of our mountains erupted. And so there's literally like lava going everywhere and ash raining down miles away. Natural disasters happen. This is what it is. Again, we are being super aggressive and extra cautious here in the US. We're taking this extremely seriously, which again is causing people to panic a little bit more than they should. I mean, you should never panic. There's never panic. Panic never helps. Panic is never a good thing. It's never a smart thing to do. Be alert, not anxious, right? But yeah, because of how incredibly extreme we are being here in the States, people are concerned, but cool down. And honestly, I think the main impact people are going to feel from this are just being confined to their homes for like a month. And yeah, if you have a family, if you have 3 kids and you're locked in your house for weeks at a time, ooh, that's going to be real rough. But it doesn't mean you can't go outside. Like getting fresh air is very important. Getting some exercise, very, very important. Getting sunlight is very therapeutic. It's very healthy. We just want to limit interaction between people, which is important. But yeah, this was supposed to be my GDC, my Game Developers Conference, friggin' daily GameDev vlog. But yeah, no, this is just about coronavirus now. It's what's happening. It's what's happening. I still fully intend to do the daily thing, and honestly, I might I might extend it because I'm gonna be in my apartment pretty much by myself, just like everybody else. And it's really important to stay productive. That's again, I think what people are mainly gonna be impacted from this virus by is less, actually being sick due to how extreme we're being, and more kind of psychological and social, that a lot of people don't know how to work from home, which is stupid. There needs to be more education on how to handle kind of your mental health and your productivity in working from home. That's very important. People, the big thing is separating your work and home. And again, I'm not the best example of this. My apartment is not a great environment for both work and home life. But I get work done. It works. It happens. But people locked in their houses for like a month. They're gonna go real stir crazy. There are memes already about how divorces are spiking because people are confined to their houses with their partners. But we'll make it through it. It'll be fine. I'm happy that we are taking these incredibly overprotective and overly cautious extreme measures. I think this administration is very, very concerned with the loss of life, which is good. They're very strong kind of positions on that. And it's better to be overly cautious than not. Like, again, from a game theory standpoint, you look at like kind of the squares of options here. Being overly cautious and then learning out later that it wasn't needed is a lot better of a situation than being underly cautious and then losing millions of people's lives. It's important. And I believe I mentioned last time about how the differences between how the US and the UK were handling this. And the last I heard, the UK was just planning to have like everybody over 70 stay at home, and then everyone else basically just be business as usual. They've now changed their tune on that. The UK is flipping, so they're going to be more like the US, be overly cautious. As of now, the country I'm aware of that is still taking kind of that opposite approach to the rest of the world and kind of being a little bit more relaxed and only trying to have the immunocompromised and elderly stay in place and have everybody else just kind of get the virus, get sick, recover, and develop herd immunity. Is Denmark. Denmark is the only nation I'm aware of that's still on that plan, and that might change. These things can change in a matter of days, as happened with the UK. But I'm optimistic. My main concern is the economic consequences of this. That I think there's absolutely going to be a recession, possibly a depression, possibly. I hope that's not the case, but there's nothing that can be done about it. And again, no matter the economic downturn, because we have such great systems in place, that we have this amazing system of capitalism that can get me all this food, and people are panicking that the food's getting off the shelves. We have amazing supply lines because we have this competitive market economy. Everything's being replenished. I was trying to get video of it, actually, because there was a great shot when I was shopping in Costco of this wall of empty where all the bread was supposed to be, where it's just all empty. And then at the end, there's an employee just stocking the shelf. And I tried to whip out my phone to get a good panning shot of that because it was so funny, at least to me. But just empty, and then you see already restocking it aggressively. And she was so quick, she was so good at her job that she stocked that entire sector of the previously empty bread thing before I could literally pull out my phone, go to camera, and record video. That we have incredible supply lines. Our economy, I think pretty unsurprisingly, is set to operate on the needs that it's it's wants versus not wants versus need. What's it? Supply and demand. Thank you, God. It's supply and demand that generally Costco and Safeway and any business, they stock pretty much just as much as they need to match the demand. Now suddenly demand has spiked, which happens in a natural disaster like this, and so their supply is spiking in response. Just takes a week, takes a couple days. You already see it happening. It's fine. It's really fine. Because of the spike in demand, supply lines are responding to it very effectively, doing a really great job. A lot of incredible workers doing a really great job. But in terms of the stock market and just commerce, and again in Nevada, we're closing down all non-essential businesses for 30 days, which is a big deal. That's for closing like the Las Vegas Strip alone. That's some $2 or $2.5 billion lost. It's a lot of money, and I work for a university. That's like 120 million tax dollars also lost. So we're kind of hosed. We're gonna lose a lot of funding, which again is fine. We'll make through it. It's not the end of the world. It's just kind of sucky, but again, this is a big deal. This is a once in a generation thing, and we'll get through it. And that's what it is. But yeah, for you at home, whoever would happen to be watching, remember to still exercise, to eat well, to remain productive. Find something that you enjoy. For me, that's making games and making these videos. I love making these videos for you guys, for the few of you that watch regularly, which I really appreciate. It means so much to me, seriously. Again, I don't make these for the views. I think kind of obviously. I make this because I enjoy it. This little devlog series has been a strange experiment for me because I'm shy on camera. Particularly self-conscious of my weight right now, which is why all the food I got is all like keto food, which kind of sucked because I was intending to get like a bunch of frozen chicken, which again I was planning to do anyway once I got from San Francisco, independent of the pandemic. But because of what's going on, they were limiting everyone to one frozen chicken thing in general. So I was gonna just chicken wings and breasts and tenderloin and thighs. I can only get the thighs and only one package of it. So that kind of sucks. I'm not gonna have as much chicken as I had planned to work with, but it's fine. I'll work with it. It's all good, Holmes. And yeah, make some games. Write something, do some exercise, do some push-ups, do some standing and like body weight exercises, do jumping jacks and mountain climbers and all that kind of good stuff. I will be, and yeah, hopefully I'll be losing a lot of weight because I was intending to go back on keto, and so yeah, we'll be doing that. Hopefully, if I keep up these kind of cringy face-to-face devlogs, you can see me lose some weight, which I really hope is the case. I was hoping to do CrossFit every day once I got back from San Francisco, but obviously the gym is closed, so it's body weight exercises for me, which again, it's fine. I'll make it through. So stay safe, stay indoors, but don't panic. Just chill out, hang out, relax, do some push-ups. Okay.